Everyone, Lester here again, and welcome to another business systems conversation. Right now, I want to show you part of the system that we actually built and we using for our clients. It's hosted in our domain of flyhubdigital.com. Bakit siya nagmamatter? So, you can obviously buy software from other companies and you'll be going to their website. Like for instance, yung ginagamit namin yung HubSpot, you have to go to hubspot.com. And that's fine, right? Reason here what I'm showing you this is because if you're going to a different website, then if you store information in there, it's on their server, right? Why does that matter? I'm sure you've heard the term cloud, right? Cloud infrastructure, yung on-premise infrastructure, yung on-prem in your own server, in your own storage, right? Like in your own computer. And the cloud is obviously on the internet, right? The cloud is very secure now. There's no question. We use that a lot as well. But there's also a sense of control if you own your data. And by owning your data, meaning you put it in your own hosting provider or cloud service. So in our case, we're using AWS or Amazon Web Services. There's a lot of counterparts, right? You have Amazon, you have Google, you have Oracle, you have Microsoft, obviously, Azure. If you're not familiar with all these terms, they're just cloud service providers. Now, in our case, we use Amazon. Back to the topic. All these data that you'll input in your system goes to that system and then goes to that cloud infrastructure, and then you need to find a way to like use them and utilize it in your software. Now, yung software mo, that's where you manage them, right? That's how you view them, you add more information, you update them, and all that stuff. So, what I'm going to show you is an example of a system that we built. So, this is the front end. This is what front meaning yung nakikita mo, and then it goes back to the back end, which is in our case in Amazon. This is a very versatile system actually that we built. It's primarily built as a CRM, so customer relationship management. So you can view all your contacts, diba? You can view, in this case, this is a real estate specific na modification. So it's customized for our real estate client. And then you can see all the agents that they have, the managers, the brokers. And then obviously, you should be able to see yung mga properties nung company na yon and what they sell. And these are their projects. So what we did is very versatile. We can create a lot of this system. We call it entity or objects. Some companies call it modules, right? So depending on the type of business that you have, you can create all these kinds of objects. Let's say you're selling cars, then obviously you have cars and models. If you're into like service business, then you list down all your services. So all that stuff, we can define them. But ultimately, what we're after is we built a system where the people in that industry actually understand. What does that mean? So the terminologies that we use, for example, when you call a project in real estate, that's completely different from a project in an IT business, right? So you get what I mean. There's jargons within the system which you should be able to modify. In different systems nga, minsan iba-iba yung pangalan. Like Salesforce, they call it accounts. In HubSpot, they call it company. It's the same thing, but terminologies matter. We built a system where you can change the terminology. Even Tagalog, if you want to put it Tagalog or a different language, you can do that. What this does is give you flexibility and familiarity as well, so that people using the system will not have a hard time understanding what to do next. Like for instance, we're just putting in a new unit of a unit property unit, yeah. So if they know that it's called units instead of products, then it's very easy to like, okay, go to that form and fill out the information and you're done, right? So this is an example of a creation of technically a product, right? So if you're on a service-based business, then we can call it coaching packages, for example, or you want to call it new installation. So those kind of things, right? So the versatility is very important, and I'm highlighting this because there's a lot of systems out there, they don't have this versatility. They'll force you to use the terminologies that they use that might not be applicable sa industry mo. Does that make sense? I just want to show you that because I think being able to customize your system to fit your business process and terminologies you use is a very, very important factor when you're using or choosing a software like a CRM or a business system, right? So yeah, if you're interested to know more, if you want to learn more about these kind of software and business terminologies for your business or maybe for your companies that you work for, give us a call. This is our website, flyhubdigital.com, and yeah, talk to us. You can contact us. You can even sign up for free for the system I just showed you, right? This one, we call it Flyhub CRM. A bunch of other softwares that we have. We also do websites if you're interested. We also have people that we train that can use these systems, so you don't have to do it yourself, right? But I hope that helps, and hopefully see you next one and talk to you. Bye bye.